Hey, this is John Johnson, and this is a monthly real estate update for May 2024. So, the goal for my business is to find affordable ways for home ownership. The goal for this presentation is to give an accurate representation of current real estate data. I will leave links to where I pull the data in the description. I'm going to go over national market, the real estate market, the mortgage market, and the builder market. So, to begin, will be the national market, the S&P 500. The S&P 500, of course, has been going up over the past few years, but it has fallen about 5% over the past month or so. It's not a crazy amount, but it is something that we should be paying attention to over the next couple of months. Inflation is evening out, but not really trending higher or trending lower, just really evening out. Something once again we should also look at for over the next couple of months. This is not really trending in either direction. Unemployment is pretty much business as usual. There hasn't been any spikes, low or high, ever since the pandemic happened. So we'll keep looking at that, but overall, business as usual here as well for unemployment. Rental data. Rental data is still around $2,000 a month nationally. The Northeast and the West is around $2,400 a month, and the South and Midwest is around $1,600 to $1,400 a month. These numbers can change dramatically from downtown in a big city to rural in that same city, or the number of bedrooms change, etc. But overall, there's not too much of a change over the past couple of months when it comes to rental. Mortgage rates. These have not been great. We have gained over 0.5% since the beginning of the year on a 30-year fixed loan on a 400K home. This could end up being over $100 a month more in mortgage payments. So overall, mortgage rates are not doing too great. They're not doing too hot. They're still historically around the average. If anybody got a home or refinanced in the last couple of years, they definitely lucked out because they probably got a rate somewhere in the 2s, 3s, and 4s. But historically, as you can see, rates that low have never happened before. So we're kind of business as usual around here. But if anybody's gotten pre-approved over the last couple of months, it will be good to go back to that lender just to see where your numbers are at, because you could be looking at $100 a month more for homes around the same price point. Real estate data. To begin, real estate is a local game. National data is different from state data, which is different from local data. Houses on one side of the street could be selling fast, while houses on the other side are not doing as hot. For specific real estate data in your area, speak with a local realtor, appraiser, or lender. The first graph we're going to look at, and we're going to look at a few different graphs when it comes to real estate data, is going to be newly listed homes. These are homes that were not on the market the previous month that came onto the market in April. Do not let the media confuse you. We have more homes on the market now, but we are supposed to have more homes on the market right now. The summertime is the main selling and buying season for the real estate, and every year you will see an increase in inventory at this time and a decrease during the winter months. Pending listings. These are homes that are on the market, but an offer has already been accepted on the property. This number is higher than it was last year, showing that yes, we have more homes that are on the market, but we also have more homes being scheduled to be sold. Supply and demand. Active listings. These are the homes that are on the market that you can bid on. This is up over last year, but nowhere near the numbers where we need to be at, which would be probably close towards 2017, 2018 numbers, and potentially even higher since we have more people in demand for homes than back then. Days on market. Now, this is the main graph that matters the most when trying to determine the state of the real estate market that we are in. This is also the main graph that the news will never talk about. I see a lot of news updates for real estate. I never see them talking about the number of days on market, when this is the main graph that will show you exactly what type of housing market we are in. In May, people will say listings are going up, even though that's when they always go up. Because people put their homes on the market and people buy homes a lot of times during the summertime. In December, they'll say, oh, there's less homes and housing, so there's going to have to be a crash. But in general, most years, there are less homes for sale in December because people are not really trying to sell their homes during the holiday season. Overall, the average days on the market is 47 days, which is considered a heavy seller's market, giving sellers control in the market. Once this number gets around 120 days plus, it started shifting the market to a buyer's market, and we're nowhere near that right now. Median listing price. This is up from last month, but flat year over year. We will see how this trends over the remainder of the year. I would assume that there is a good chance we could end the year with prices on par or slightly lower from last year, especially since we had 20% plus appreciation from 2020 to 2022. As long as the days on market is low, then we are still in a healthy real estate market, even if this number remains flat or slightly down from last year. Regional data. Year over year, there are a lot more homes on the market everywhere except the Northeast, with the South having 43% more homes on the market this year versus last year. The median list price is anywhere from 0 to 5% higher than last year. As always, the most important data point to look at is the days on market, which stayed pretty flat in all regions. So, even though there's more homes on the market, even if it was triple the number of homes on the market this year from last year, if the days on market is the same or lower, then the demand is meeting supply, and we are still in a seller's market. Florida. Here's some Florida data with Atlanta also added in as well. Median sold price. Jacksonville still is the most affordable metro, with homes selling mainly around $315,000. In contrast, Miami is at $575,000 on average. Days on market, business as usual. Heavy sellers market in all cities. May be able to barter a little bit more in Miami, but you're also bartering at a much higher price point than all the other metros. Low down payment. This is the estimated mortgage if a buyer puts down 5% on the median sold home. Jacksonville would have payments around $2,800 a month. Tampa, Orlando, and Atlanta would be around $3,500 a month. And Miami, without HOA or condo dues, would be around $5,000 a month. Minimum income to purchase. This would be the income needed to get a mortgage with low down, having no other debts, and maximizing your debt to income ratio. I highly would not recommend this for anyone trying to buy a home. This makes buying a home extremely difficult. So you're probably going to want to increase these numbers by at least 15 to 30%. In Jacksonville, it's going to be $65,000 for the income. Tampa, Orlando, Atlanta, around $85,000, and Miami around $120,000. Unless you are a high earner, I recommend trying to live in a multi-generational home to add additional income to the household, even if you have to build an accessory dwelling unit that will assist with lowering the overall monthly payment burden. My conclusion, if I wanted to live in Florida Metro with low costs for a home purchase, then I will look in the Jacksonville area. New construction. We're at the highest we have been historically, but we have a lot of homes to make up from the lack of homes being built from 2010 to 2020. Unfortunately, it does appear that builders are slowing their production a little bit. This will be a number to watch for the remainder of the year. Just because the builders slow their production, this could potentially lead to higher demand, or this could be a forecast. Maybe they have to predict. Maybe the builders have projections that the demand is slowing. But from what we're seeing, especially in the days on market graph, demand is not slowing. It is actually increasing the way it should be at this time of the year. Manufactured homes. Manufactured homes are an affordable solution to home purchases, but after the regulations in the 1970s and 1980s, production has been at a low ever since. These are the average home sales for single-wide manufactured homes and double-wide manufactured homes. This data is a few months old, but it's a great illustration for how much cheaper you can get homes that are built on site versus being built in a factory. And they're also potentially a better product because they are assembled in that climate-controlled factory. So if you're looking at your average home being sold in the state of Florida, even if it is a home that is not new, it could be 30, 40 years old, you're probably paying $400,000 plus for that property right now. While for a brand new manufactured home that looks almost exactly the same as a site-built home and is new, which means you're not worried about replacing things like the whole, like the roof or the AC or anything anytime soon, you're looking at roughly $80,000 to $90,000 for a single wide, and then roughly $150,000 to $160,000 for a double wide. Great solutions for many people, in my opinion. Conclusion of the real estate data: financial markets. S&P 500 is down a little bit, but not astronomical, but something that will be nice to watch over the next few months. Mortgage rates higher since the beginning of the year. If someone was pre-approved a couple of months ago, then it would be smart to check in with your lender to see how numbers have changed. Real estate, there's more inventory than the previous year, but homes are still selling quick in most markets. Appreciation may end up flat or slightly negative, but still up 40% over the past couple of years. Advice for home buyers, find the city or neighborhood that fits your price point. If you're looking to permanently settle down, then you have to be willing to move locations to find that price point. So that's home that you want. That may be the direction you have to go. Newer mobile homes or converting a family garage or adding a backyard home like an ADU are great affordable options for home ownership. Have a great day.